Pooch, the last time we got together, we're actually still together, but hey, let's not split hairs.
Shh, don't tell anyone.
So, we were talking about the difference between an agent and a manager. Okay, so we now know what an agent does if people even listen to the last post. And if you didn't, go back to the last post, okay? Just go back one number less than this one and you'll be there. So, I want to know then, what does a manager do? Because it's a multifaceted thing, and their role has changed a little bit.
Oh,
So,
let's talk about managers. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is going to take a couple segments.
Okay.
Okay, guarantee that. But a manager is supposed to do, what they're supposed to do is guide you, counsel you, advise you. It'll say that, guide, counsel, and advise.
Uh-huh.
And just really guide your career. A good manager does quite a lot more. And because this is 2011, it's very simple. The major labels, if you want to go that route,
And there's like 4 of them now.
yes, 4, and by the time
Might-
you hear this, it might be 3.
3 or 2, yeah.
Yeah, 2, yeah. Whoa, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so the number of
But
labels
the
are
problem
tricky.
is the labels are, they're laying off a lot of people in the labels.
Which means
And
they don't
it
have the
means
resources.
they want the stuff to get done, so they depend on the manager to do a lot of things that the record company used to do, even including possibly artist development, branding, in other words, getting sponsors, and that kinds of stuff.
Okay.
The only really bad part about it, it needs to be really picky getting a manager. But understand, look at the record company who wants to now take money from every single thing you do that the manager does.
Yeah.
And you got to be careful with the manager. If you get the right person, though, they have contacts, they have some influence, they know how to talk to people. There's quite a list of things they need to be able to do, and if they can't do something or don't have the time, they have somebody there or somebody they know who can
Right.
do it, but they make sure everybody's talking the same language.
They can go out and hire the agent. We talked about in the last.
That's right.
But they could also maybe, let's say you wanted to go on tour. Well, there's a lot of putting together a tour, so they might help hire the road manager and decide what equipment you needed, or at least make sure that the road manager do that stuff.
Yeah.
And,
A road manager is usually paid more of a salary, whereas
Right.
the manager. But
it's going to be the manager that figures out a lot of times who that road manager is going to be, that takes care of you on the road and makes sure that
a road manager to me is wins the Super Gopher Award each year.
Yeah.
And what that is, the lead singer might need stockings in Cleveland at 11 p.m. at night.
Yeah.
Of course, they're coordinating the normal things at the stage crew. And
All the travel arrangements,
Everything.
the hotels, making sure that you got transportation from the airplane to,
What do you
or
mean
the
you
bus.
booked my room?
Yeah, making sure that the crew's got a place to sleep, everybody gets fed, the right sound equipment, the right sound company is there to, or the company that you've hired to haul around from town to town is there, and they're there on time, enough ahead of time. There's just
And the trucks broke down. What do I
Oh,
do
boy,
now?
has that ever happened?
And when you're like Lady Gaga and you have 114 semis.
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah.